keeps you look bright and then the sun sets. I went from traveling light to lost in my head. I was living with a young heart, ahead of everything. It turned out to be a false start, and now it's creeping in. One leap of faith is all that it takes. One leap of faith is all that it takes. Don't know who bet the one till we break. One leap of faith is all that it takes. Don't know who bet the one till we One leap of faith is all that it takes. One leap of faith is all that it takes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Kind of unexpected, or not unexpected, kind of unfamiliar for me to say good afternoon. I feel like I say good evening every time I stream, but today it's actually not evening. And the reason for that is because there's so much going on in the Eurovision world that it's kind of hard for me to keep up. But I'm gonna try my best to keep up with as much content as we get provided to us throughout the I guess this coming week, because a week from now we will already have well, how many? 16 songs in the final, right? Because then semifinal 1 will have just ended yesterday. A week from now, you get my drift. Next week at this very time we'll be in the middle of all of the Eurovision shenanigans, and that means that the rehearsals are very much in full swing at the moment. So yeah, we're gonna try, or well, I'm gonna try and get through all of the rehearsal footage that we've gotten over the last 2 days. I know that there's a bunch of rehearsals going on today as well, but I'm not going to be talking about those because I'm falling behind a little bit. So all of the songs from the second semifinal in this year's Eurovision, those are the ones that I will be taking a look at today. I will be showing. Weird to see sunlight behind you. Yeah, I know, right? I've actually like covered my drapes entirely to kind of shelter out the sun. Otherwise, it would be too bright in here. But mission slightly unsuccessful because it's so sunny in Sweden right now. It's amazing. Hello from Japan. Wow. Hello, Japan. Lovely. I don't think I've had a Japanese person be live on one of my streams ever, really. Matt, welcome. Happy to have you here. I guess that's the benefit of streaming at this kind of time for me. But yeah, Eurovision in full swing, and it's exciting times, you know. And I would also say that yeah, the second semifinal is what I will be checking out today. All of the first rehearsals, they will of course rehearse again, and today during this day, I think the songs from the first semifinal are rehearsing a second time. So we'll get more in-depth content about that, I guess, during the day. However, I'm not going to be taking a look at that because I have too much on my plate to focus on with the second semifinal and all of those rehearsals. So that's what I'm going to do today. Down in the corner, you know, this corner right there, you will see images of everything that's going on. I'm going to actually share. The images come from the official Eurovision website, and right as I try to do that, my Streamlabs cannot identify that my web browser in Firefox is indeed open, because that's where I will be sharing all of the images from, so I can watch the TikToks on my Google Chrome. There we go, lovely. As you can see, we got the first song just right on screen there. I will be starting to check out the images for the songs, and then I will be listening and watching the TikTok clips. You won't be hearing anything, you won't be seeing the visual, the videos basically. You'll have to live with the images. I'm sure most of you have already seen the TikTok clips as well. Can't make this early stream because I'm at school, completely understandable. It's just like a little bit of a desperate solution for me to be able to catch up with everything, since today is officially a day off where I am at. I will be streaming tonight again, doing some predictions with Santi, so yeah, join me for that as well. But that also means that it's a lot of streaming today, so I'm gonna try and keep this one somewhat brief, but you know me, it's not gonna be brief. So we'll just get right to it, honestly. Seems like 65 people have decided to join me today. Welcome to all you 65. Happy to have you here. We'll start with checking out some images from Malta's song in Eurovision this year, of course, which is Loop. And I click full gallery and nothing happens. There we go. Okay, so we got some images here. We of course knew that we're gonna be a lot of dancing, a lot of choreography with this one. And as we can see here, we got Sarah in a very sparkly outfit with male dancers who want to show their upper bodies. Yes. Pretty decent lighting here. It's a blue again, but it looks ambitious choreography wise. Of course, she's lying down. And they're lifting her. Yes. Red on this one. It looks very like futuristic, kind of apocalyptic with this red circular image. Interesting. This is very empty, but with proper camera work that can actually look pretty cool, obviously. Do you guys have the link for the website? It's literally just Eurovision.tv and everything is on there. I don't think I need to provide a link for that. They've uploaded all of them here. We've got a little bit of a split going on here, and the two of the dancers are wearing, what were they called again? The thing to cover your eyes so you can't see. Anyway, whatever. Someone standing on their hands. Okay. Obviously, like with images, it's a bit difficult to really make out what we're gonna see here. Again, with this red circular thing in the background there, matches kind of nicely with the blues. We got a little bit of pyro as well. And this guy is also carrying her. Very dramatic. And we lift her. Yes. Blindfolds, yeah, exactly, that's what they're called. And some pyro to finish it off as well. This is a very kind of flat looking color, I think. Even though that it is kind of purple, which is of course my favorite color, I think it looks slightly just uninteresting color-wise. But the pyro and the smoke and everything will elevate that, of course. What image should we stick on here while I watch the clip? Let's go with that one. I kind of like the way that red and blue mash. So I'm going to be taking a look at the clip now from TikTok. I'm still getting used to how TikTok works, of course, but this is the only place where I can find the rehearsals. So I'm scrolling down here. I see a bunch of people singing in the shower. I see just random clips of Dons with a guitar. There, Malta first rehearsal. Okay, found it. Obviously you won't be hearing anything, you won't be seeing anything. You'll just have to, I'll just commentate over what I see. Obviously super catchy tune, this one. I've already expressed the fact that I really kind of enjoy this one. So I'm hoping for the best for Malta here. Hopefully it looks good. Everyone's excited, yes. Okay, we got the dramatic opener here of doing the side shot over the shoulder. That's effective. Oh, we got greens as well. Okay. I love some choreography work in this, of course. Synchronized as well. And this is the dance break, and she's spinning, and she's doing the flip, and she's doing the split, and there's a lot of a lot of things going on in here. And the pyro to end it all. Yes, you know, I'm optimistic. That looks pretty cool. I do kind of like that. The song is not strong enough, I think. I kind of I like the song. That's the thing. I'm certainly a big fan of it. I think it's super catchy and super fun, and I think this performance is very has a high potential. There's a lot of just focus on the choreography. I like the variation in color. I think this green really works. That looks amazing, actually. Especially this part in the TikTok around 45 seconds in, if you've paid attention, when they're like walking together and they're all synchronized and the backing dancers are doing that. I don't know, but it looks neat, and a lot of just ambitious choices within the whole choreography throughout the song. I think it's fun, and in contrast to what other people may say, people of course complain that, oh, it's just Chanel from Wish or whatever. Doing this is not easy and should not be looked down upon. I think that's just stupid. If someone wants to be inspired by Chanel, why not? Just let them be that, because it still requires so much effort and so much talent in order to pull it off. So just let them be. I'm tired of those kind of arguments. It's not like what Chanel did was completely the first time we've ever seen that in the history of the planet. Yeah, it looks certainly really nice. Like, there's no props or anything on stage, but they don't need that because the choreography is so massive and so moving. Like, they cover up the stage, it seems, so far from what I've seen. Pretty cool backdrop as well. I like it. Well done, Malta. I'm looking forward to seeing that tomorrow. I think the camera work is obviously going to determine a lot as well with how this is going to be received. Obviously, it being from Malta might not give it any preferential treatment, but we'll see. We'll move on to song number 2, Albania. Not really one of these that I'm super excited about, but you know, Albania usually qualifies, so let's see. We got a blue outfit with some black on the back side of it, and then a little bit of silver here pointing out from the shoulders, and she's covered in ropes or something. I don't know. You know me, I'm not much of a styling guru, but it looks, well, I was about to say I wouldn't wear it, but of course I wouldn't. Like, you know my clothing choices are not really that flashy and that extravagant. So maybe this is actually mind-blowingly cool, but I don't think it looks particularly nice. We got a little bit of like an interaction here with a secondary person who's on their knees and begging for something. Could be a dramatic shot. This is definitely, like, with the camera here, it's certainly an effective shot because the lone spotlight is on the person down on the floor and she's like reaching out to the other one. Nice image composition. We'll see if we see that live as well. Oh, that's rather effective as well. It's like these these images are kind of effectively put together. I like the lighting here as well with that little purple at the very bottom, or like pink shade fading into purple and blue. Looks nice. We got some reds here, very warm, and here's very cold with just very kind of icy blue going on. Looking forward to seeing how this looks. There we got the volcanic inside the volcano red with the lava and whatnot. And here's the blue again, and we got like it's like forest or something in the background, snowy mountains. I don't know. 6 people on stage though. Could look messy very easily, but we'll see. It seems like 2 of them are just standing behind her singing. They got like spikes on their outfits. Well, this guy on the side here. Well, actually, several people got like icicles or spikes or whatever it's supposed to be. Interesting. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna watch the video. Let's see. This hasn't really excited me so far, but maybe it will now when I see it. Did they really include... Wait. They included a voice crack in the actual TikTok clip. Why? Couldn't they have picked any other part of her singing it? Hello, Bessa. Very intriguing earrings with this kind of crescent shape. They're certainly not discreet. Alright. Seems like we got choreography going on in this one. We'll see. Okay. Now we got the clips on stage. Opening verse seems to be very scaled back. It's just her. We got some kind of representative dancing from a dancer there. Okay. When the beat comes in, we got a choreography. We got a person on the backdrop. Several people now, all dancing synchronized. You know what? My excitement over the Albanian entry has not increased after seeing this. Looking forward to seeing it with the camera work. Can certainly be improved with that. I mean, it sounds okay, but I unfortunately I don't really care that much for the song, and this performance did not really do anything in particularly interesting to me. So I'll have to see more of it. But right now I'm a bit underwhelmed, I gotta say. I think I'll just move on. If there is anything you want to discuss more in depth about Albania, please just write something in the chat, and I'll get around to it. So yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on. I think Greece is next, isn't it? And this is more exciting to me. Okay. First image, we got, looks kind of like a little bit of like a purple shade in the outfit, which is certainly goes well in my book, of course. It's a very effective shot with all of this darkness around. Aha! Oh yeah, they were gonna have dancers. I remember that now. Okay. Surrounding her. This could work. This is so dramatic. Okay. I love this kind of purple and blue shade they have for the color here. The lighting looks great. Oh, we've got a very, very contrasting white here. Okay. More dramatic poses. Okay. Oh, a lot of color in this one. Okay. It seems like it could be a very varied layout on the performance. They really utilize this dramatic pose a lot in these images. We got choreography, or maybe running, who knows. Seems like the dancers are doing choreography though. And we're down on the floor, pointing at something. They're all very happy. Oh, well, Marina is not happy, but the dancers have like the biggest smiles on them, you can imagine. Okay, you know what? This, I'm intrigued. Let's take a look at the clip. I see them in a circle here on the peak, like the, what you call it, the hinted image on the TikTok. A lot of excitement from the dancers. She just introduced her entire team. One of the names did really not stick with me. I did not catch that. The one after Vasilis. I do enjoy it, Marina. I hope the performance will be good as well. Marina, indeed. Oh, scaled back for the opening part. Okay, yeah, that's effective. Yeah, the camera work. Oh, it's lovely. They're following her completely. This is so immersive. Oh, I need the camera angle from this. Look at all the colors. Look at the synchronized dancing. Ay, ay, ay. And the colors. It's all over the place. It's perfect. They brought out the napkins. Woo, yes. Yes. Thank you. I need to see the camera point of view on that, but that looks so polished and so prepared and so what do you say, like prepared is kind of the word I'm looking for, but it looks so well planned out. Like it's they have an idea here and they're going all out for it, and that looks great. Can't wait to see more of that. Thank you, Greece. Thank you. Wonderful. Let's move on to another one I'm of course excited to see, but that's exciting. Can you imagine my top 2 of Eurovision this year are right after each other in the running order? It's mad. Here's Switzerland, and what are they wearing? You know, I'm not the fashion guy. I say it over and over and over, but what is that? It's probably gonna be very warm if anything else. Looks like he's got Santa Claus's beard around the neck, and then, well, dress yourself in kind of like a polka dot fur. Okay, yeah, here we go. Lighting certainly stunning, and we got a little bit of a shape on the stage. We got this kind of spinning top, or maybe it's not gonna spin, but it looks like a spinning top, or just an elevated triangle. I don't know. Okay, yeah, we got the saucer coming out here. Looks like the satellite antenna, and they're standing on it. This is certainly, like, it has an identity to it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're doing. The lighting as well, stunning. Really highlighting the darkness. That contrast in tone. Black and white here, silhouette on the jump. And we're backing dancers as well, it seems. And here we got a gold, like, okay. We need, like, the outfit I'm so skeptical towards, but the concept of the staging looks fantastic, truly. Like, the lighting is so perfect. Look at that, and how everything is tilted. How did they do that? Are they gonna keep it? It's not the camera that's doing it, because everything down at the bottom is straight, but the roof is tilted. How did they do that? That looks great. That's honestly such a cool shot. Yeah, the outfit, I don't know. Group, remember when you said, imagine if Switzerland comes out of nowhere with great song, and here we go, do you have a gift for I do not remember saying that, but okay. I mean, they have sent my favorite song this year, so we need the camera angles. We do for all of them, clearly. I think the one that I'm most excited about the camera work for is obviously Greece, because you saw how they surrounded her with the camera like that. But this one, I want to see it too, but these shots are honestly amazing. The image composition on these are fantastic. What is that dude wearing? That looks terrible. Yeah, the outfit is certainly not up my alley. Barbara Dix. Well, that doesn't exist anymore, so we won't worry about that. Let's see this little clip now. Yeah, I've heard the vocals before from the pre-party. They sound amazing, of course. Switzerland is your winner, didn't know that. I made a video on my top 10 songs of Eurovision this year, so I guess you didn't watch that. Okay. That looked like, it must be so warm walking around in that. Okay, climbing up this little satellite structure here. Vocals are great. Oh, it's a bit of a seesaw movement on it. Sliding down on it. Jumping a lot. And we need cameras on this because they're interacting a lot with it, it seems. Sliding down this little structure again. Okay, the images look better than the performance here because there's a lot of just movement without really any kind of purpose to it. I'm looking forward to seeing it with the camera because I feel like that will elevate it and that will actually show the concept behind this stage composition, really. The lighting's great, love that. I do like this kind of platform they got as well for them, but and the fact that it's sliding down of it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Wanting them to wear the dress from the music video. Well, anything other than this, truly. I don't like that. the look of this, but I mean, staging wise, it's perfect. And I mean, if this is what they want to wear, I'm not gonna stop them. Like, go for it. I'm just not sure how. If like some people will probably be a bit skeptical towards it and maybe just disregard the song because of the styling. I don't know. Let's move on. Still, I mean, Switzerland's probably still gonna be my favorite. Or maybe like if Greece really knocks it out of the park with that performance, maybe I'll switch. I'll switch my top two. We'll see. We'll see. I still hope for a Switzerland win, of course. Of course I do. Czechia. Okay, this one's piqued my interest a lot because you know, it looked and sounded terrible. Well, terrible is a hard word, but I honestly think that probably did in the national final. Here we got a kind of net outfit, I guess. Oh, my YouTube channel's going down, I think. What is that? Please, YouTube, don't strike my channel. I did not intend to show. It's certain, like it has to be like who makes clothes intentionally look like that? Okay. They really got the go ahead on that. She's not actually naked. Okay. Can YouTube tell though if I show these images? Oh! Okay! This is a shot! That looks amazing. What? Like how they've lowered these cubes so far down. It's like they were hitting their heads in them. But I think it's probably the camera angle that does a lot here as well. But that actually looks so nice. Love the color that's really radiating from the flames here as well, and how that reflects on the roof. That's an amazing shot. Wow. Alright, carrying her around, just like with Malta. But here it's 4 women carrying her. And, okay, that looks horrendous, I'm sorry, but a lot of styling choices that I'm not really gonna get behind. Oh, okay, this is, I just noticed, at the top, these cubes, they have, like, band members in the images here, because they can't have the band on stage, so they put them in these cubes. What do you think of that idea? I'm not so sure. Kind of reminds me of, do you remember Cyprus in 2016? When the band members were all locked in cages? I think they were all locked in cages, right? It wasn't only the drummer. Weren't they all locked in cages? And this is kind of reminiscent of that. It's just that they were locked in floating cubes instead. In video format. I'm not so sure if I like that. But at least it gives itself an identity, I guess. You remember it. But you will mostly remember the clothing outfit, I think. That style, that choice. This is, however, the best shot that I've seen today, I think. I don't know, but the Reddit blog post got taken down because of it. Okay, well, nice knowing you all on YouTube. I'll see you around in whenever. No, but like this shot looks amazing. Let's see the clip now on TikTok. Where is Czechia? There is Czechia. We'll see how the vocals go in here as well. I love how all of the comments are about, like, when you go on TikTok, all the comments are on the right, and like everything is about the outfits. I love how the fact like these cubes are so low down to the stage. That's actually really cool because it feels kind of claustrophobic in a way. And it makes the song stand out as well a little bit. So everyone's walking around her, doing some small little choreographies. I think the vocals are... can barely hear her, unfortunately. It sounds better. It sounds better. Work has been done, and it feels more polished than it was in the national final. I mean, it was only way was up, really, but it's not too bad, you know. I still really struggle to imagine that they're gonna qualify with this, unfortunately. for Czechia's case. But I just don't really click with the overall impression that I'm getting from this. I kind of enjoy the song. I've listened to it quite a bit actually, and I just love this kind of no-nonsense approach that it has, and really goes all out with aggression. But when I see it like this, I'm not sold. She's still very shouty, I notice. I approve of the cubes, but the costume is a choice. It was a little bit of shoutiness, absolutely, but it wasn't like one of these shoutiness that didn't feel like they actually had work behind it, because now it actually felt a bit more compelling and commanding in there. Did you speak about Greece yet? Am I late? Yeah, I did already speak about Greece. Not too long ago. Like it was only 2 songs ago or something like that. But you can go back in the stream. You can just pull back the you say the time bar on YouTube, so you can listen to that. It's not gone. Okay, that was Czechia. We're moving on because we got to get through them all, of course. So from the first day, oh no, we have Denmark as well and Armenia. Okay, there are a lot of songs left to cover, and then we have the entire second half as well. Austria, we got the blue again. I mean, Czechia was all red, so now we get a little bit of variation at least. But there are a lot of songs, just like last year, it's just blue, blue, blue. I was about to do a Germany 81 joke, but I couldn't think of one. So anyway, Colleen here. Very reminiscent, like obviously, like I don't know how much you tie into things like with different national finals, but this is certainly a flashback to when I'm gone from from Melodifestivalen this year, with the strobe lights and the lasers shaping like triangles and whatnot. Looks really cool, honestly. I like the look of that. We've got an ambitious performance with choreography, it seems. Hello, hello. And the lighting enhancing the silhouettes. Yeah, okay, we got the laser light show here, all in this kind of frosty blue, and you can see the smoke like kind of reflecting in it as well. Looks a lot like also from Melodifestivalen back in 2016, We Are Your Tomorrow, but that one was green, but it still has this, like, you can see the fog and the smoke in within the lasers. We'll see if they can do something fun, like choreography wise, with the actual strobe lights like that. Yeah, pretty big shot. I'm expecting maybe a lot of close-ups in this one. I think that could really elevate it, because they have this kind of engaging visual style with the lasers. That's a great shot. Using silhouettes again. They don't look particularly synchronized in this movement, but that's just, you know, one still frame. Yeah, let's keep it on this one. It looks neat. Looking forward to seeing the TikTok of this. Let's see. Let's move on to the next one. Austria. We got like half a second of her real life singing, and then you just blast this instrumental into my ears, super loud. It's a very sparkly costume. And her dancers are wearing the Rafale sunglasses, and they're lifting up this little triangular structure that's going to be above her. Looks great, like the concept visually, stage-wise. Oh, the light show during the dance, like the choruses work so well. That's actually so clever. I feel like the verses can lose me a little bit. The instrumental parts though, how they really drop the light, it's amazing. Vocally not that convincing to me from what I heard now. The verses fall a bit flat for me. They still have like a little bit of choreography there, but the choruses, like the instrumental parts, are certainly the standouts here. They drop the lighting completely. It's just black and white and really highlight the light show, and they do a choreography. Like, you can only see the silhouettes of them. That's so effective. Well thought out, well planned, and well executed. Well done, Austria. I'm not sure like how far that will take them. Like if they didn't have these instrumental choruses with this kind of visual approach staging wise, I would be very skeptical, but I think those parts will just kind of knock it out of the park for them, and people will just get really dragged into it. Do you think this will overshadow Malta? Potentially, yeah, maybe. Malta has a more like I don't know, like the thing is that with Malta I feel like it's more maybe inviting in a way, and it's also more of a show from a personal standpoint. I think they're more personal. It becomes more inviting. This is just more or less like this kind of music video vibe that's really cool to look at. It looks very much like a nice backdrop, and that's really effective. And the instrumental part is, of course, a part of that as well. It's certainly very, like it certainly lives off of this kind of club music visual aspect of just doing blacks and whites and blues and really using silhouettes to emphasize the kind of intensity of it. It's effective. We'll see. We'll see which one overshadows which, but maybe Austria could potentially overshadow. Absolutely. Interesting one from Austria there. We'll move on to was it Denmark next? Okay. We've seen, of course, Denmark in the national final. Oh, she's brought sand with her. Of course she has. Why wouldn't she? I don't wish anyone something bad, but for Malta, I'm hoping Austria chokes the performance vocals a bit. Yeah. Well, I mean, both can still make it. You know, it's televote only. I think the upbeat songs have an advantage with that. Well, we'll see. Lighting's great here. Love that kind of yellow color on the smoke there. And she's got something in her eye. So we're playing around a little bit with some kind of projection, red projection, I guess. Again, stunning imagery here with the smoke really being reflected in these lights. So that looks great. This is very reminiscent of the national final, though. She's standing on her little kind of box, and we got blues and whites, and got something in her eye still. That's gonna be so annoying to like look at, like when she looks in the camera and it's just completely red here. It must be very annoying. And here it's very red. That's not a color we saw in the national final, is it? I don't remember it being red. I mean, I've only seen it once, but this red looks great. More red, less blue, truly, because all of the blue kind of melts into one. This, yeah, why not? It kind of has like this little bit of a like Mars color to it, like the planet Mars. I think you understood that. Like it looks, or maybe not Mars, maybe Jupiter. Kind of looks like a reflection of Jupiter on these cubes at the top there. It looks really nice. I really like this color. Okay, the lone spotlight. I guess that's for the final pose with the hands extended. More sand. This is a great shot. I love the color in this. It looks beautiful. Yeah, it does. It does. Let's take a look at the video, though. I mean, she sounds great. We've heard that before. Yeah. I hate like during these clips how they sing opening and then like when the actual music comes in, it's so loud, like it overpowers everything, and it's like I automatically have to lower the volume when the real music comes in. The audio balance on the TikToks is not good, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. So with every impact hit, we got this like flashing light. Have they really reflected her on the backdrop, throwing sand to the sides? Have they really done that? I am so sorry, but that looks horrendous. I hate that. That's no, like just remove the you don't need to show yourself twice, and you don't need your alter ego to be throwing sand all around like that. That's no. The colors are fantastic, but that's such a miss. Like, why? At least the camera's spinning around her. Now there's so much smoke on the screen that I can't see her in the background again. That's probably for the best. That's very effective, actually. like towards the end of this clip, when the smoke is so high that you can only see like the upper half of her, so it kind of looks like she's levitating within kind of like a sandstorm. That's effective. I think that's a nice touch, and it also hides the fact that we've got her ×2 on the backdrop. She sounds great, and the colors are great, but the choice of putting a duplicate of herself is not for me. I think that looks terrible, truly. Let's see what you're saying. Agree with me? I don't know they were allowed to actually throw sand on the stage. Yeah, but why would you need to throw sand on the stage? Like, is it really... Like, the song can be called Sand. You don't need to do a sand sand gimmick with it just because your song is called Sand. I don't know. Thing about which I think is that there are so many female singers in the first half, it could really make a lot of them not qualify. That's actually true. I mean, yeah, they're all female except Nemo. Because next up is Armenia as well. Well, Armenia is a duo, of course, but I mean, you're absolutely correct. I never even realized, but yeah, there's a lot of women here early on. Okay, Armenia. Let's see what it looks like. We got a traditional outfit, which is always a nice touch. Could be very inviting. This a lot of color, a lot of fun on stage. I do really like this structure actually. That looks great, and I love these yellows and orange blending into. This is visual identity. I say it so much, but this certainly has that. It's so different from everything else we've seen so far. We've got trumpets on the backdrop there. We've got a guy playing the saxophone. We've got another guy playing the trumpet, and they're all dressed very, in a very, I guess, traditional manner. And it seems like they're just kind of highlighting each other as well. It's nice. I hope they kind of interchange their positions on the pillars here. Create a really fun performance together. It's all about warmth in this. Like, the more inviting you get with the performance like this, the better. This needs to just let everyone be a part of their fun time. This is a nice little backdrop as well. Kind of like, well, not Tetris blocks, but kind of, you know, this kind of 8-bit vibe on a black backdrop. Yeah. Love the colors. I think they've done completely correctly here. We got, is that not chickens, what do you call them? There's a bird-looking animal projected on the screens as well. And they put her face on the backdrop here for this final photo, I guess. No, but colors are fantastic here. How looks that trumpet? What? Let's see the TikTok. Again, the audio comes in from nowhere, just so loud. Hello. Oh, they're playing wonderful music behind her here. Ooh, the trumpet solo. Okay. This sounds amazing. I would have preferred that to be their competing song. What a jam. So the drummer doesn't get a pillar, understandable. Okay, so the cameraman is walking behind her for the opening. Yeah, they really need to embrace each other here when they're playing their instrumental parts, so that it looks like they're all having a wonderful time. That's very important for this. Yeah, the colors are great. Yeah, certainly ambitious. Looks certainly like something that obviously stands out. I think that that's obviously a benefit for it. Like, the concept is absolutely there to be very inviting and charming and just a good time for everyone. So I hope they can really sell that, because they need to. I think, like, in my head. But like, the thing is, like, a lot of people really love this song, so maybe I'm just completely in the wrong, but to me it feels like they really need to sell the positive approach and just the have fun with us kind of atmosphere in order for people to kind of oversee the fact that it's so repetitive and just with completely without variation. They need to really sell it, and I think they do that conceptually, but they really need to put on their greatest smiles and their greatest interaction between each other on stage as well for it to really sell, I think. I think the energy will be there when it's live. I think so too, absolutely. It needs to be very charismatic, of course. But yeah, it's could potentially be great. Love the costumes, of course, as well. Absolutely. Let me just adjust this a little bit as we move on to what's next. That would be the entire first day, right? So from the first day, I'm obviously like, okay, Greece won this day, conceptually at least. I want to see the camera work so much for it, but just visually wise, it looks amazing. And I have my expectations are through the roof now for Greece. Switzerland had a cool concept, staging wise, maybe not so much outfit wise. Armenia had wonderful colors. Austria had a very effective look to the instrumental choruses. I gotta say, like the most, yeah, Malta was decent as well. It looks like it could work. Albania was very anonymous for me, unfortunately, and I think Czechia looked. Parts of it looked cool, but most of it looked really not that great. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Of course, they picked Greece for their for their image here to highlight the article. Day 4 rehearsal roundup. We got Norway being projected here. That looks very bright for being Norway. We'll go through the second half then of the second semi-final, which will start with Latvia. And Dons here is going for a very blue outfit, and they've kind of shaped it so it looks like he has huge abs, which is, you know, you can go for that choice. Why not? Lighting is very blue. Okay, maybe not. Maybe purple. Yes, please. Please. Everton color scheme. Everyone's doing Everton color scheme. But the purple. Look at that. Like, can you get rid of this text down here? Because it kind of blocks out my favorite part of this shot. Like these, the spots going down to the center on him as well. And he's got a little hamster wheel surrounding him. Wonder if they're gonna do something interactive with this wheel or circle that he's stood within, because otherwise it could feel a bit pointless. Like, obviously it leaves like something visual for it, but along with his choice of a torso clothing, it looks kind of flat, not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, give us that kind of light show. Wonderful. We've got kind of like a vortex going on behind him as well on the projected screen. This could be a something better light show, but I don't think that would really work for this song, would it? Wonderful shot, this one, but did not really particularly spark my interest. This, however, I'm going to. It's like a portal. Well, can he what's it called? Transport within it as well? Like, can he evaporate and appear somewhere else by going through it? All right, watching the clip on TikTok now. You're very welcome, Dons. I really like that pattern on the circle thing. Okay, just the opening verse here. The colors look amazing. Like, this is kind of like a sunrise concept. Not very darkly lit sky, but the reds and orange tint in this opening part looks fantastic. That's wonderful. Very effective. So far, at least. And yeah, we've got this kind of portal or black hole thing going on here behind him. A variation in the productions here as well. Now it looks like this kind of nerve system. It's not a very interesting performance. He sounds great, but I mean, the thing is, I don't really know what you can do with it. Like, the thing is, like, it looks stunning for a minute, but then it's gonna have to maintain itself for 3 minutes, you know, and it's gonna have to keep itself interesting for 3 minutes to be visually as well. The thing is, like, audially, I think that it's interesting enough, and I really enjoy this song. It's a song that I've listened to quite a bit and I really enjoy, but I understand maybe not everyone will be so sold on the song, and then you kind of need to win some people over with their performance, and you also need to keep the people who really like your song to be still invested within it when you see the performance. This kind of has a Camille vibe to me, where nothing really is going on stage. The lighting is good, and they got a little circle object to give it a visual identity again, just like Camille had. And the vocals are great, just like Camille was. But what happened with Camille? Finished like 15th in the semi-final. I would be worried for Latvia. It's not that I think this is bad or anything. Like it's but I just don't know if this is enough to really keep people invested in it. There was already some clip in the news, and it will be very intimate with close shots, so it is really intimate. Yeah, I mean, camera work will obviously determine a lot. I'm looking forward to seeing it, of course. I'm hoping for the best. I really want Latvia in the final. I think this song should be in the final, but it's obviously not hyped up a lot, and now when I look at it, I'm like, is it going to be enough? Really like his costume choice. I guess. I mean, I think that's so cringy to put fake abs within your... Kind of looks like an armor plate of some sort. I think it looks ridiculous, honestly. But that's just me. Let's move on to San Marino, the song that everyone is the most excited about this year. With, well, I think she's sharing the Nemo's wardrobe. Borrowed some of the fur from Nemo and mixed it with this kind of pink and black thing. She's got like dragons. It looks like a dragon on her back or something. I don't know, but sure. They certainly have their style, which I think is admirable. And we've got people dressed up in balaclavas, trying to look scary or something. And we're doing some kind of zombie thriller dance with more fur. I'm expecting Nemo to be one of these people behind them on stage here. Is it too kind of out there for people to really click with it? Kind of like their song in 2022 with Achille Lauro. Like is it too much? I don't know. That looks great though. We got a lot of pyro. Wonderful. That's absolutely what they should have. It's absolutely what they should have. And we got the clock. Okay. I love that like pink and black combination. Truly, like how they're really embracing it. That's nice. We got kind of skeleton clothing. Okay. You know what? I want to see this. This shot is pretty cool. Let's keep that one. And let's take a look at this. Obviously, gotta appreciate the fact that San Marino are putting an effort in with this. Why are all of the comments about Netta? Doesn't look like Netta whatsoever. I don't get it. Is it because of the hair? Alright, let's see it. Come on. Let's see the actual clips. Here we go. Very rapid speed on the projection behind them. Oh, they're doing kind of like a story on the backdrop, are they? Synchronized choreography. I thought for the instrumental break they should have really like gone even darker, like properly work with just black and pink here. They could still have the projection of the story on the backdrop, but this instrumental breakdown section after the second chorus, remove the blue. Just black and pink and use silhouettes, I think. We see too much in this part. Absolutely engaging performers. Really want to get a crowd going, I think. I think it's going to be fun for everyone in the audience, but let's see how much of it will actually come across the camera when we see it on TV. Yeah, I guess like the main thing to take away is that San Marino are going for it, and that's wonderful to see. Whether it will work for them or not, I'm very skeptical, honestly. But hey, it's something that people will remember having seen, and that could work. That could work in their favor. Looking forward to seeing more of it, of course. But right now, I'm not overly enthusiastic about it. Firefighter, Georgia, is the next one that we're going to take a look at. We got a very golden looking outfit here. I know I shouldn't call it that, but this every time I see like this multiple arms behind a performer, I think of Popular. We also got like a supposed to be a planet, or what is it supposed to be behind them? It's a blaze, if anything. It's actually really like the color of her outfit is actually quite nice. I do like the way that it contrasts on this blue. Of course, a lot of flames, muscular men looking very dramatic. Yeah, it's exactly what I expected. Does not look bad though. We got a little platform for her to stand on as well, doing some kind of pose of yes, I'm victorious. And we got a burning planet in the background. Silhouettes on the male dancers here. Georgia has all the pyro this year. I mean, I've only seen pyro in one of the images so far, haven't I? There's none here. It's mostly just being on the backdrop. Certainly could be very effective. I'm looking forward to seeing the clip of this. That's a nice silhouette shot, of course. I like the colors of this actually. Like it's the black on the backing dancers as well, and her wrapped in this kind of golden looking thing, and then a lot of reds for the backdrop. It's certainly something that will stand out visually. I think it looks good. Looking forward to looking at the clip now. Yep, very convincing vocal from what I heard there early on. Now this one I have to lower the volume minus 35,000 decibels not to blow my eardrums out. Your backing dancers don't look very excited. I gotta break it to you. They look so done with being there, unfortunately. Okay, we're doing push-ups. Yep, sure. Why not? Okay. Vocally fantastic so far. That's very convincing. Will win people over. Nice how this kind of planet is being formed there. This is the most red performance, and I really like that fact. We need variation in colors. The smoke works really well here. Synchronized choreography. Probably needs a little work to really be completely synchronized. That's a lot of pyro. Okay, I can't see anything anymore. Oh, they're doing like a kind of elevator with her platform as well. Okay, it's very effective. It's certainly one of these immersive visual experiences. It's fun to watch, and that's fun. Yeah, it's probably gonna work for them. Truly. I mean, but the thing is, like last year I thought that Georgia's staging looked amazing as well, and they still didn't make it. So who knows? Who knows? But I would be optimistic if I was Georgia for this one. The performance is, like, from what I've seen so far, the performance is approximately 5,362 times better than the song. So well done, Georgia, on knocking it out of the park. I'd be optimistic if I was Georgia and if I was Nutsa Buzaladze. Belgium up next. This one, of course, I'm super excited to see. The outfit is not what I would choose, but you do you, Musti. We could still got like this kind of microphone circle from the music video there, of course. We also got his face on the backdrop, which I'm always skeptical towards being a choice. The colors look great here. That's actually, you know, that's nice. That's nice. I kind of like it. I hope they're turned off so you don't get feedback issues when you perform. I've seen his stomach a lot today. Dramatic. We got any wide shots? Come on. I need some wide shots. That's a good shot. I like that. But there's absolutely no wide shots in this whole thing. Is the performance going to be all of this, like with the camera cuts, so many close-ups? I guess we're yet to find out, because right now, I don't know. Okay, let's take a look at the TikTok, or well, let me take a look at the TikTok, and I'll tell you what I think of it. I like. Vocally, not that convincing in that small little clip, but I'm optimistic. I obviously love this song, so I really want it to go well. I like the whole gimmick with the microphones surrounding him like that. That's a good part of it. They kept that from the music video. Let's see, indeed. Doing a little bit of a foot dance, learning from Kurt Kaleja. Okay, let's see. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's spinning! Okay. Vocally not overly convincing so far. Needs a bit of work there. Love this smoke that's actually coming off of this platform. It's visually effective at times. And needs to really engage with the audience here. But that works. Like, the song has such a grand finale that I think people will be won over by it anyway. But I mean, obviously, this is one of these songs that I could see winning Eurovision. But I'm not so sure when I see this kind of execution, because I feel like this is a song that needs proper perfection from start to finish in every single note, in every single camera shot, in every single aspect of the actual performance, kind of like Arcade did in 2019. I'm not saying these songs are similar to each other, but the thing is that these kind of dramatic mid-tempo songs or ballads, they need to feel very perfected and polished, and I'm not getting that vibe from this, not yet anyway. Really like the colors, and I think this platform is a good idea. I think the fact that the colors reflected in the smoke like this is effective, and also the how these microphones are spinning. That's a nice incorporation to the performance. But overall, he had some issues with the microphones, according to him. I mean, it's still rehearsals, so it's early days. We'll see what's gonna happen. But I mean, it's surely not like missing out on the final or anything like that. Like, let's not jump to those kind of conclusions, because it's still such an effective song, and that final minute people will be impressed by it. I'm certain. Okay, Estonia next. I'm obviously super excited about this. Absolute lads here on the screen here, and we've got a little bit of like a different backdrop here from the national final. I was expecting like this super bright yellow to be stay, but maybe this is superior. It's more like, what do you say, like pleasant to look at. It's a warmer shade of color. I love the choreography, the synchronization of it. Like, they know how to have a good time, and they really need to embrace that. Green and purple. Okay. Doing a complete switcheroo. This, though, it's just very effective. I think it's going to be a fun time. They've also lowered the ceiling a little bit, it seems. Maybe like less than, like a bit lower than other songs. Not as low as Czechia, of course, but it looks a bit lower here, which I think works. It makes everything feel more close. Yeah, they're absolutely lower than usual. Are they going to do the thing from the national final as well, where they start in the audience? That would be good. I kind of like these shapes on the backdrop. Honestly, I think I prefer it over the over how it looked in the national final. I've got a blue lighting for the end shot, I would assume. This is fun though, like these colors. That's new and unexpected. I like that. I'm gonna take a look at it now. It looks very bright on the thumbnail for the TikTok. This one just kicks off the music instantly there, like the studio cut. This song is so addictive to me. I'm tapping my foot like 5 seconds into it and my foot is tapping. He's starting in the audience, right into the camera. Still can't sing, of course, but doesn't matter. These kind of colors kind of elevate that aspect of them going back and forth like that. That's actually kind of nice with the pink/purple contrasting with the green. I like that. Yes, they nailed the synchronization with the dance as well. Yeah, it's going to be effective. People will be won over by just the absolute charm of it all. I hope so anyway. I'm won over by it so much. It's so simple visually because it's just them, but that works. Like, it doesn't need more than that. Still can't sing. Yeah, well, I mean, we're not here for them to wow us with their vocals, because that's just not what this is about. This is about having a good time, proper party atmosphere, proper fun. Just let go of all your cares in the world and just enjoy it for 3 minutes with them. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna embrace that fact, and I think they have every right in the world to just nail this. Scared this might be a shock non-qualifier. If it is, I give up, because surely not. Like, the fun of this will embrace, like, I understand some people will absolutely despise it, and some people already despise it, and I'm completely fine with that. It's not a song meant to be for everyone. But when the only ones who vote are televote, who want to have a good time, who want these party songs, typically, like usually the more fun, upbeat songs do better in the televote, and this one is all out that. It wants to invite as many people as possible to be a part of their party, and I'm telling you this, if Finland qualifies to the final and Estonia don't, I will just stop following Eurovision, honestly. No, I won't. I'm sorry, but I will stop taking it. Well, I don't take it particularly seriously already, but I mean, if that happens, it's just, what can you even do? That would just be ridiculous, in my opinion. Who's next? It is Israel. Yep. Okay. I know people don't. Some people decide not to talk about this. Some people decide to talk about it. I will take a look at it. I've already explained that I don't particularly care for this song. I have thoughts about their participation, but it is what it is. Like, nothing's going to change about it. So I'm going to embrace it with every other song here and take a look at it. And Dance's Wheel is back. Well, they kind of upgraded it to a different visual approach. I actually really like the fact that those spotlights are hanging on the side of it. That looks really neat. And people are climbing on it. Okay. This is effective. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. To everyone who's thinking that we'll have a final without Israel, I think you need to realize that that's not going to be the case. They're going for it with this one. Seems like we've got a proper concept storytelling wise with the performance as well, with everyone involved here. This kind of gives me like these Georgia 2010 vibes, with people falling on each other and doing some kind of visual artistry with dancing. We'll see the clip later though, but yeah, it's effective. It absolutely is. Let's take a look at it on the TikTok. Strong vocals. Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me just take a look at one thing first. So, on Estonia's TikTok clip, there are 300 comments. On Israel's TikTok clip, there are 3,445. Mind-blowing. I thought people were boycotting it. That means ignore it. Alright, are we getting the clips now? There we are. They're jumping, they're fighting, they're punching the air up here, and then up here. Okay, looks a bit silly. Love the smoke coming out of this wheel. That's certainly iconic in a way. You will remember that imagery. The dancing looks ridiculous. What are they doing? Okay, nice little synchronized pose there at the end, but truly the dancing looks ridiculous. What is that? They're like tiptoeing around, jumping around. What's that? No, that's a missed opportunity. Like, or maybe I just don't know anything about dancing. Maybe it's super impressive. What do I know? But it looks silly. They're just jumping around like on their tippy toes. Nope. It's still gonna qualify. Don't you worry about that. Effectively used like in contrast to Latvia, they utilize this little circular object very well here, I think. So yeah, we'll move on to how many songs left? It's only Netherlands and Norway. Yeah. So let's start with Norway, who of course had. Probably, like, if we go conceptually from the national final performances, I would say that Norway has my favorite staging. Let's take a look and see if they've embraced what they had. So, again, more blue, very frosty, icy blue. We got more smoke being kind of reflected within this shot here, or the spotlight. Norway, it's too bright. It looks very bright, yeah. In contrast to the national final, it looks a bit bright. But like majority of people will not have seen the performance in the national final. I just hope they keep the spinning platform, because that gives it so much like of that chaotic intensity. Silhouettes jumping around with the guitars. It looks like it's spinning, doesn't it? So that's good. Okay. It's very one note in terms of color. It's just this kind of green, gray, blue, frosty tone and black. But I don't think that's particularly an issue. It's just that they had like the perfect performance already in the national final. So let's see how it looks now. It's huge. Yeah, it is spinning. A lot of greens here in the clips before we actually see something. Okay, she's spinning. Good. We see that it's like a completely frozen camera shot on her here in this verse, because you saw the cameraman there. So do we think, will they include these, the external visuals from the music video? Do you think they will include those in the performance? Because obviously we can't know that for sure already. Because I was always a bit torn on those. Like they added something to it, but maybe it's a bit too much. I need more from the lighting actually. I want more from the lighting here. There's a lot of intensity within the light show, but I think they need more. I think it needs to be maybe not Finland 2014 levels, but absolutely more than we get here. Like, absolutely, the light show is going intense, but I think that this song demands even more intensity. Like, it needs it to be bumped up into 1,000, really. Like, if I hadn't known what I could have expected from it, I would probably be sold on this, but I think there is potential to do even more with this. Because in my head, this is one of these songs that has a winner potential to it, if they can really knock it out of the park with the performance. And I think they do to an extent, but I think there might be even more potential within it. I want the light show to do even more than it does right now. But it's all going to come down a lot to the camera as well. Just realized that I paused it here on the TikTok with a guitar very high up in the middle of the air. The guitarist has thrown up his guitar, and it's like he could stand on his own head and still not reach the guitar. That's how high above his head it is. That's impressive. Unless he fails to catch it, of course. Then that would be stupid and silly. I just see a still picture. Yeah, because I'm not showing you the video due to copyright issues. So, yeah. You will only see the images. I'm watching the TikToks. But I'm just taking it for granted that all of you have already seen the videos, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Next up is Netherlands. It's the final one. Bring out the silly faces. Okay. Why not? We got more of these shoulder pads. It's the year of the shoulder pads, really. We've had so many of these wacky shoulders in this year. I mean, Poland probably won the game, but this again. But it's the same outfit as he's wearing in the music video, isn't it? We've got kind of like a checkered pattern on the backdrop here, mixed with blue and yellow and white. Why not? What's that? What is this? I've got a bird. And European Union bird. Standing in front of a... Is it supposed to be a keyboard or a digital audio software? What's it supposed to be? I do not know. It looks fascinating. Euro. Yes. Kind of looks like the backside of a car, doesn't it? Okay, we got the tilted roof being back. That's actually like such a cool idea to it. Like, I didn't even realize like this year's stage had the potential of a tilted roof, but why not? Why not? Looks nice. It's very happy to be here, it seems. Doing some dancing. That does not look very tasty, I gotta say. But okay, I guess it's a European dish of some sort, but it's not the most appealing image of it, I would say. But sure, why not? Okay, let's take a look at the video. A very long clip of him rehearsing the song there. Currywurst, that's what it is. Okay, he's walking around, the globe is spinning behind him. Yeah, he's charismatic, absolutely, that will win people over. So we've got him like as an 8-bit character in the background. Doing some wacky kind of shuffling for the instrumental part there. That's a very short TikTok again here for this one. But I kind of do prefer that, honestly, than just seeing a bunch of talking and seeing a bunch of things then preparing to go on stage. This is a brief little TikTok clip with everything that I wanted to see from it. I mean, it's just not for me. I mean, they're doing what they should. Like, he's trying to be funny, and he will win people over with that. So, yeah, why not? Why not? But well, I'll be one of these who won't find it particularly funny. Sorry, Juiced. or Just, or however you want your name to be pronounced. But I'm not clicking with it, unfortunately. But it will win people over. You'll be a televote magnet. Don't you worry about that, because you're embracing the wackiness of your song completely. So yeah, why not? And now I finally understood why we had this the bird sample in the second verse of your song as well, because you got a bird with you on stage. So funny. You said in an interview he won't show anything until the actual show. What do you mean show anything? Anything of what? Because we've seen his bird, and we've seen his 8-bit character running around the globe. Italy will win. Well, we haven't seen Italy yet. Like I really like Italy this year, of course I do. But the thing, I think it would be so underwhelming if Italy actually ends up winning, because they just did. And I mean, I shouldn't be a hypocrite and say that because I'm from Sweden, but it just feels like Italy always sends something good, and if they end up winning with this, I'll just be like, oh, okay. Like, it's not one of these super special Italian entries for me. I think like if Italy should win, it needs to be with a top tier Italian song, and this one is just one of the bunch of really great ones for me. Totally not my cup of tea, but I think he's a great performer. Yeah, I mean, he knows how to perform this song. He knows how to embrace his person, like the personality he wants to establish. No matter how groundbreaking the staging is, it will never be up my alley. Mine neither. But I mean, the same I could probably have said for Moldova in 2018, and then the staging made that song really enjoyable for me. He will try to keep much of his performance hidden, that's why the clip is so short compared to... Aha, okay, got it. Still, we saw a bit, and we saw his dancing, and we saw his wackiness, and we got people shuffling on the backdrop behind him. He's laughing a lot and he's smiling a lot, so maybe people will be won over. Obviously, optimistic. I would be optimistic if I was Dutch, but I can't see this being the winner. Can we really see that? I mean, Toy did win in 2018, so anything can happen. You never know where you have the juries. Will the juries reward something like this? I mean, they did reward Toy a lot, and I kind of, maybe I'm in the wrong for doing so, but I kind of grouped these two together because I just feel like the approach is similar. Just wants to be as out of the ordinary and attention grabbing as possible, and just go all out and embrace that wackiness. So yeah, that's everything, right? That's been all of the ones who have performed now, day 3 and 4. I'll be back some point and going through the second rehearsals, I guess, because that has to be done as well. But don't forget that I will be streaming again today at 9 p.m. tonight, Central European time. I will be predicting the semifinals with Santi. So if you're interested in that, it's going to happen here on YouTube, 9 p.m. So keep an eye on that if you're interested. And but for now, I've enjoyed taking a look at the second semifinal. I gotta say that my main standout so far from watching the second semifinal from the rehearsals has to be Greece. That's the one I want to see now. I want to see everything about Greece. I'm so optimistic and I'm so hyped about it. So yeah, Switzerland looked good, but the outfit, who knows? Also, what other ones? Georgia looked pretty good. Israel looked good. The dancing, don't know. Norway looked good. Were the only other ones in the first half that I've thought. Austria, maybe. Yeah, maybe Austria. Armenia with the colors. Sure. There were a few. Looking forward to see more of it soon, though. But yeah, thank you for joining me for this one. It was a bit of a spontaneous stream here, daytime, but I hope you I hope you enjoyed it regardless. Now I'll be heading out in the sun again. It's sunny in Sweden, and I'm on my day off, and here I sit streaming instead. So if it's sunny where you are as well, get outside, enjoy the sun, and I'll see you tonight, hopefully. Goodbye for now, everyone. See you later.